have you ever felt like you got a call from God to a greater purpose, but you weren't really sure if that's what it was? Well, hi guys, Nina here. Welcome back to my channel, or to my channel if you're here for the first time. Today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 signs that you might be getting a call from God to a greater purpose. So the question is, this question sent me down a rabbit hole for the last few weeks. And I will just tell you, I have found in my research and digging through the internet that there are about 6 to 12 signs that God is calling you to a greater purpose. So I decided, some of them are very similar. So I decided to whittle it down to 6. And this is video part 1, and I'm going to have video part 2, and I'm going to do 3 signs in this video and 3 in the next. And I'm just going to dive right in so you guys can get to the meat of it. But sign number 1 that you are going to be feeling is discontentment. So if you feel, so in case you don't know, which you probably do, but if you don't know what discontentment is, it's basically a feeling of dissatisfaction. Like you're unsatisfied, you're just not fulfilled. You're just like, something's missing. So you're going to feel discontent with your current situation, your current whatever is going on. You're going to feel dissatisfied and discontentment in that. So I can say when I ran across this sign, which by the way, I do want to thank Kris Reece's channel. I just know Kris Reece Ministries. She has a couple videos on this. This really helped me hone this in. But when I heard this, I was like, okay, without a doubt, I can say in the last couple of years, but absolutely within the last year, I have been definitely discontent with my journey and my path that I'm on. I love what I do right? In the last year, I relaunched my business and I love it. I love being around community and women, business entrepreneurs, all of that. But there was something missing. There was like something, I couldn't put my finger on it. So if you have this discontentment, but you can't put your finger on it, then maybe that is your sign that God is calling you to a greater purpose. So if you're just thirsty for fulfillment, thirsty for, something more, that could be your sign. That could be your sign. So check that one off. Okay. So have you been feeling discontent with your life or your situation? So sign number 2 is your desires change. Yep, I can check that one off. If I were to say, what is a desire? A desire is a longing. A desire is, hopes and dreams and this desire. So if you find that your desires have changed from one desire to another, or maybe, you had one and you've replaced it with another one, that seems to be more in alignment with that purpose that you feel you're being called to do, then it's probably your sign. So I'll give you an example. So for many, many years, I've had probably 2 big desires, right? 2 pretty big ones, which is 1, personal success. Personal success I can lump that all up to wealth and abundance, having the home, having the business success, having the admiration, visibility, recognition, like those types of things. So I would say personal success, and those are all falling under that. I've had this desire to have this personal success and acknowledgement or achievement, I guess I should say. Then I also had one, and a lot of people know this about me, I've talked about it a lot, is really having deep, meaningful relationships. I've always said that for many, many years. I've always wanted to have relationships and connections and community. Like it's just something that is a deep desire in my life. But I can tell you in the last several weeks, That first desire for the personal success, like the admiration, the achievements, all that, I don't know. Something happened to me because it no longer means that much to me. It's kind of faded away. I'm like kind of stunned. Honestly, I've kind of been like, that's so weird. And in fact, a couple weeks ago, I found myself saying, "Oh man, if we could just buy a house, I can't wait to buy a house. That's just going to solve everything." And as soon as I said it, I was like, "What?" I was like, "That's so weird that you just said that because it's actually not true." And you know it's not true. I don't know why. I just was saying it because I was so used to saying it. So really ask yourself, what are your current desires? What is the desires and have they changed? Have they changed? Okay. Because even like we know, like I used to look at some of these influencers and people and be like, oh, I would love, this, or I would love that. Oh, that would just be so wonderful. But honestly, you guys, I'm sure if you've ever desired or longed for something. And then once you get it, especially if it's a material item, once you get it, it's like a little kid with a new toy. It's exciting for like 5 minutes and then they throw it to the side and they're on to the next. It's kind of the same. It just doesn't have the same meaning. And so anyway, I forgot where I was going with that. So now I have dropped desire number 1 and I've added a desire. And my heart's desire is to share this message with people, to share God's message with people. And to honestly, all I can think of is bring people to salvation. That's what it is. So ask yourself, have your desires changed? If they have, then that is probably a sign that you are being called by God to a greater purpose. Sign number 3 is apprehension. So I'm the first one to say that over the last 8 weeks, I have been apprehensive. I have been quiet. I have been praying. I've been journaling. I've been somewhat like putting my feelers out there, seeking for tiny, tiny bits of confirmation of my new message and my new, calling. And it's normal. If you're feeling apprehensive and you're a little bit nervous and you're a little bit anxious and you're a little bit like cautious or, just a little bit weary of this new calling, that's okay. That's normal. It's normal. It just means God's calling you to step out of your comfort zone and he's calling you to do something great. Whatever that is. I'm not sure whatever it is for you, but that's what it is. So this was causing me apprehension, but it must mean, so it's a sign, apprehension. So I'm like, well, then this means that's what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm actually going to share with you guys a secret bonus because I came up with this one on my own because honestly, I started this YouTube channel several weeks ago with the intent of talking about life and business and being a Gen Xer and marketing and branding and videos that I had, journaled and came up with. And the funny thing is the bonus tip is, you definitely know it's God's calling when he's taken every other option from you. Meaning like all those video ideas, I'm looking at them. I've been staring at them for an entire week. And I'm like, none of these videos make sense to me anymore. Now I'm going to go back and redo it all and my content and my titles and all that. But basically he takes away all the other options. So that's a sign right there. I'm like, I have no other option but to make this video today. I just had no other option. I hope if you're looking for some signs, if God is calling you to a greater purpose, I hope this video gave you a little bit of clarity. And I would love to know, leave a comment below, like this video, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what your apprehension is. Let us know what your, what you're worried about or what your calling is, what you think it might be, maybe what desires have changed. I would just love to know in the comment section. And I think we would all like to know. Anyway, I hope this video gave you a little bit of inspiration today, and I hope you decide to follow along this journey. And I will see you in video number 2, which is part number 2. I'm going to share 3 more signs that God is calling you to a greater purpose. I will see you in the next one. Bye.